Hello students, in today's lecture we will solve some practice questions based on rotational motion part 2. In today's lecture we will cover practice questions from 11 to 20. Disclaimer: the images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So, our topic is rotational motion. Question 11. Question is: a particle of mass m is moving along the side of square A with a uniform speed v in xy plane as shown in this figure. This is the figure of particle mass m moving along the side of square side A. So question asks, which of the following statements is false for the angular momentum L about the origin? Given options: option A is L equal to minus mv r divided by root 2 k cap when the particle is moving from A to B. Option B, L equal to mv r divided by root 2 plus A k cap when the particle is moving from B to C. And option C, L equal to mb r divided by root 2 minus A k cap when the particle is moving from C to D. And option D, L equal to mv divided by root 2 r k cap when the particle is moving from D to A. So which option is correct? You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 second, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So this is the figure. Here this is square side A, B, C, D, and particle is moving along this path. A to B, then B to C, then C to D and D to A, which is given in this question. So for a particle of mass m is moving along of side square A such that the angular momentum L about the origin, angular momentum of the particle about the origin is equal to L equal to R cross P. So this is the formula of angular momentum of the particle moving along this path. So we know L equal to RP sin theta n cap. So L equal to RP n cap when the particle is moving from D to A. So L equal to R divided by root 2 mv minus k cap. Clear? A particle is moving from A to V. In that case, L equal to R divided by root 2 mv minus k cap. Here A to B. Similarly, and particle moves from C to D. The momentum is L equal to R root divided by root 2 plus A mv k cap. And for B to C, we have L equal to R divided by root 2 plus A mv k cap. Clear? So these are the angular momentums L about the origin. So question asked about the which of the following statement is false. So correct answer is option C and option D is incorrect. Clear? C and D are incorrect. This one and this one. Next question, question 12. Question is, a uniform rod AB of mass m and length L at rest on a smooth horizontal surface. An impulse P is applied to the end B. The time taken by the rod to turn through at right angles is what? So in this question asks about the time taken by the rod. So given options, option A is 2 pi ml divided by P, option B is 2 pi P divided by ml, and option C pi ml divided by 12p, and option D pi P divided by ml. So which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, and option D. You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So we know angular impulse is equal to P cross L by 2, which is equal to change in angular momentum. Clear? So according to question, mass m and length L. Suppose at rest, this is a rod moving with omega. So from this concept, PL divided by 2 is equal to I omega. This is the, which is equal to ml square omega divided by 12. This one. Clear? So for solving the value of omega equal to 6p divided by ml. Here formula is used, this concept is used to calculate the omega. Angular impulse is equal to change in angular momentum. Clear? So for omega equal to 6p divided by ml, where L is the length and m is the mass. Now T is equal to theta by omega. Theta by omega. Here theta is equal to pi by 2 and omega is 6p, this one, divided by ml. So solving this, we will get T equal to pi ml divided by 12p. Clear? So C option is correct. C option is correct. This one. Next question. Question 13. Question is, a solid cylinder of mass 20 kg rotates about its axis with angular speed 100 radian per second. The radius of the cylinder is 2.25 meter. Then the kinetic energy associated with the rotation of the cylinder and magnitude of angular momentum of the cylinder about its axis is respectively. So here question asks about the angular momentum of cylinder about its axis is what? Given options, option A is 3200 joule, 62.5 joule, and option B 3125 joule, 62.5 joule second, and option C 3500 joule, 68 joule second, and option D 3400 joule and 63.5 joule second. So which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, and option D. You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 second, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So here question asks about the kinetic energy associated with the rotation of the cylinder and the magnitude of the angular momentum of the cylinder about its axis respectively. Clear? So ask about its axis. Note down. So moment of inertia, we know moment of inertia of solid cylinder about its axis of symmetry is I equal to half mr square. This one. This I is the moment of inertia of solid cylinder about its axis symmetry. So half M is 20 kg, which is given in this question. Put here. So half multiply by 20 and radius is 0.25 meter. Put here radius whole square and calculate I equal to 10 multiply by 0.0625. After calculation, you will be get 62.5 joule second. This one. So this is the moment of inertia. Clear? And second is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy associated with the rotation of cylinder is given by this one, K equal to half I omega square. So we already calculate the value of I, which is 62.5. So put here the value of I, half multiply 0.625 multiply by 100 and whole square. Solving this term, this I put it here in the terms of standard unit. So solving this term, you will be get K is equal to 3125 joule. Clear? So this one is the correct answer. So correct option is B. 3125 joule and 62.5 is the moment of inertia. Clear? Next question. Question 14. Question is a ring and disc having the same mass roll without slipping with the same linear velocity. If the kinetic energy of the ring is 8 joule, here kinetic energy of the ring is given, which is 8 joule. That the disc must be given options. Option is 2 joule, option B 4 joule, option C 6 joule, and option D 16 joule. So which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, and option D. You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So we know question asked about the kinetic energy which is given and disk having same mass without splitting same linear velocity. So we know for ring kr divided by kt is equal to 1, this one, and for disk kr divided by kt is equal to 1 by 2. So for ring total kinetic energy which is given 2 cross multiply this one and this one. So total kinetic energy for ring 2 kt divided is equal to 8 joule, which is given, and hence kt is equal to 4 joule. And for disk total kinetic energy 3 by 2 kt. This is the formula to calculate the total kinetic energy 3 by 2 kt. So put here the value of kt which already we calculated. So 3 by 2 multiply by 4 and calculate it, you will be get 6 joule. So correct answer is 6 joule. 6 joule is the correct option. Clear? Next question. Question 15. Question is a round uniform body of radius r, mass m, and moment of inertia I rolls down without slipping an inclined plane making an angle theta with the horizontal, then its acceleration is what? So in this question asked about the acceleration. So given options, option A is g sin theta divided by 1 plus I by mr square. Option B is g sin theta divided by 1 plus mr square by I. Option C, g sin theta divided by 1 minus I divided by mr square. Now option D, g sin theta divided by 1 minus mr square by I. So which option is correct? You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 second, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So here we assuming that no energy is used up against friction. The loss in potential energy is equal to the total gain in kinetic energy. Clear? So question asked around uniform body of radius r, mass m, and moment of inertia I rolls down like this. Clear? Without slipping inclined plane. This is inclined plane and the round uniform body is rolls down here to here. Clear? So we assume here no energy is used up against friction. In that case, loss in potential energy is equal to total gain in kinetic energy. This is the main concept. So putting the numerical value in this statement, which is mgh, this is the potential energy, half I, velocity is v square divided by r square plus में half mv square. This is the kinetic energy. So solving this, mgh equal to half I v square by r plus half mv square, you will be get this one, half v square m plus I divided by r square is equal to mgh. Clear? Again solving this numerical values, you will be get v square equal to 2 mgh divided by m plus I divided by r square, which is equal to 2gh divided by 1 plus I divided by mr square. So if s be the distance covered along the this one, this s is the distance covered along the plane, this one, then h is equal to s sine theta. Here use the trigonometry, theta is perpendicular upon h. So use this, v square equal to 2gs upon sine theta divided by 1 plus I divided by mr square is equal to v square. So we know v square is equal to 2as and 2as is equal to 2gs sine theta divided by 1 plus I divided by mr square, which is we already calculated in previous slide. So acceleration a equal to g sine theta divided by 1 plus I divided by mr square. So if s be the distance covered along the same plane, then h is equal to this one and v square is equal to this, which is we already talked in previous slide. Clear? So v square equal to 2s and a is equal to this one. This is the same, this and this one. Clear? So correct answer is g sine theta divided by 1 plus I mr square. This one is correct. Clear? Next question, question 16. Question is, a solid uniform disk of mass m rolls without slipping down a fixed inclined plane with an acceleration a. The frictional force on the disk due to surface of the plank is what? Given options, option is 1 by 4 ma, option B 3 by 2 ma, option C ma, and option D 1 by 2 ma. So which option is correct? You have a 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So a equal to g sine theta divided by 1 plus I divided by mr square. We already know this in previous question. So a equal to g sine theta divided by 1 plus 1 by 2. For uniform disk, I equal to half mr square, this one, which is equal to 2 by 3 g sine theta. After putting here, so g sine theta is equal to 3 by 2a. Just this is the numerical terms. So solving these terms, you will be get force of friction F is equal to mg sine theta divided by mr square by I. So F equal to, put here the all given terms in the formula, you will be get F equal to 1 by 2 ma. Clear? So correct answer is D, half ma. This is the correct option. Next question, question 17. Question is, angular acceleration of the cylinder B shown in the figure, all strings and pulleys are ideal. This one. So which option is correct? Option is 2g divided by 3r, option B 2g divided by 5r, option C 2g divided by r, and option D g divided by 2r. Which one is correct? You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 second, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So we know the linear acceleration of the cylinder B, this one, this is cylinder V, is given by the relation alpha equal to mr square divided by I plus m prime r square g, this one, where I equal to half mr square for solid cylinder. This is the moment of inertia for the solid cylinder, which is equal to half mr square, and m prime is equal to 2m. So putting all given terms in this formula, we will get A equal to mr square divided by 1 by 2 mr square plus 2 mr square multiply by g and cross multiply. So equation becomes 2 mr square divided by 5 mr square multiply by g is equal to 2g by 5. So angular acceleration alpha of the cylinder B is alpha equal to a by r and alpha equal to 2g divided by 5r. So correct answer is B. B is correct answer. This one. Clear? Next question. Question 18. This is assertion or reason type question. Directions. Each of these questions contains two statements. Statement first and statement 2. Each of these questions also has 4 alternative choices, only one of which is the correct answer. Clear? You have to select one of the codes A, B, C, D given here. So using these two statements, you have to calculate the solution. So statement first is 2 cylinders, one hollow metal and other solid wood with the same mass and identical dimensions are simultaneously allowed to roll without slipping down an inclined plane from the same height. The solid cylinder will reach the bottom of the inclined plane first. Clear? And statement 2 is, by the principle of the conservation of energy, the total kinetic energies of both of the cylinders are equal when they reach the bottom of the incline. So give which option is correct? Given options is option A is statement first is true, statement second is true, statement second is the correct explanation for statement first. Option B is statement first is true, statement second is true, statement second is not the correct explanation for statement first. Option C, statement first is true, statement second is false. And option D, statement first is false and statement second is true. So which option is correct? You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. We know the concept in case of pure rolling on inclined plane, A equal to g sin theta divided by 1 plus I divided by mr square. This one. Clear? This is the formula for the pure rolling on inclined plane. So I solid, moment of inertia of solid is less than moment of inertia of hollow. That's why A of solid is greater than A of hollow. Acceleration of solid is greater than acceleration of hollow. So this is solid cylinder and this is hollow cylinder. So solid cylinder will reach the bottom first. Further, in case pure rolling on stationary ground, work done by friction is 0. Therefore, mechanical energy of both cylinders will remain constants. That's why kinetic energy of hollow cylinder is equal to kinetic energy of solid cylinder is equal to decreases in potential energy, which is equal to mgh. Clear? So correct answer is B. This one. Statement first is true and statement second is true. Statement second is the not correct explanation for statement first. Clear? Next question. Question 19 is, a thin circular ring of mass m and radius r is rotating about its axis with a constant angular velocity omega. Two objects, each of mass m, are attached gently to the opposite ends of diameter of the ring. The ring now rotates with the angular velocity omega prime. So, which option is correct? Option A, omega m plus 2m divided by m. Option B, omega m minus 2m divided by m plus 2m. Option C, omega m divided by m plus m. And option D, omega m divided by m plus 2m. So which one is correct? You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 second, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So we know as no external torque is acting on the system, angular momentum of the system remains conserved. That's why I omega is equal to I to omega prime. Clear? This equation from this concept, this one. So mr square omega is equal to mr square plus 2mr square multiplied by omega prime. So omega prime equal to m divided by m plus 2m multiplied by omega. Clear? So correct answer is D. D is correct answer. Clear? And this is the circular ring of mass m and radius r is rotating with about its axis a constant angular velocity omega. This one, like this. Clear? So omega prime is equal to m divided by m plus 2m multiplied by omega. This is the correct answer. Next question. Question 20 is a T-shaped object with dimensions as shown in the figure. This one is lying on the smooth floor. A force is applied at the point P parallel to AB. This one. So such that the object has only the translational motion without rotation. Find the location of P with respect to G. Given options, option is 2L divided by 3, option B is 3L divided by 2, option C 4L divided by 3 and option D L. So which option is correct? You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 second, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So for pure translatory motion, net torque about the center of mass should be 0 here. Thus F is applied at the center of mass of the system is OP equal to M1 multiplied by 0 plus M2 multiplied by L1 L divided by M1 plus M2. So this is the concept of calculating the center of mass of the system. Clear? This one. And this is the points through the coordinate axis. So where M1 M2 are the masses of the horizontal and vertical section of the object, assuming object is uniform, in that case M2 is equal to 2M1, which is OP equal to 2L divided by 3. So solving this numerical term, you will be get PC is equal to L minus 2L divided by 3 plus L is equal to 2L minus 2L by 3. So final answer is 4L by 3. So correct answer is 4L by 3. 4L by 3. So this is the correct option. Clear? Thank you.